Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Anger and emotion are counterproductive. So, we've talked about this a bit. You want to ignore things that anger you. So you want to ignore your emotion of anger. You want to ignore certain emotions at certain times. Master the art of timing of when to ignore these, because they're counterproductive to what you're doing. There's very few times when anger or certain emotions are going to help you. Now, listen. You have to develop an awareness of emotions, how your emotions make you feel, how they make you act, how they make others act, how others' emotions make them act, and you need to use them all together to stir the waters and to get what you want and to gain power, okay? That could be a whole nother master class, mastering emotions. We're not even going to talk about that right now in any more depth. You must always stay calm and objective. So you don't let, like I've talked about before, the frame, the lens you're looking through, you don't let emotion color it. You don't see red for anger, okay? You don't see blue for sadness. You see clearly. You see that you have an objective, meaning you have something you want to do. It could be to make $1 million. It could be to get a woman you want. It could be to gain political power. You have the objective. You don't let your emotions control you when you're getting that. And on the other hand, you want to use the emotions of others, get people to act in their emotions so it clouds their judgment, so it gets them to act in a certain way. Make your enemies mad while you stay calm and you gain control and power. Okay, like I was just saying. Get someone super mad and you're staying calm. They're acting erratically. They're acting out of control. They're running on just pure anger. They're not thinking. They're not planning. They're not doing things in the right way. You gain power and control over them. Okay? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It could be to help them out. It could be to gain what you want. It's a good thing, okay? Find the chink in their vanity and rattle them. So control them. Whatever the chink in their vanity is. We've talked about people having insecurities. Something that they lack from childhood. It could be that they're insecure about how their body looks. It could be that they didn't have a parent when they were younger and they want that guidance, that I'm going to tell you what to do because your parents never told you. Okay? Or it could be that their parents did tell them what to do, and now, since they're older and they're not with their parents, they're lacking it, so they want to be told what to do. So it could be a lack that you need to give them, or it could be a limitation that you need to take away from them. So either or, lack or limitation. It could be that they don't want to be told what to do. If you are telling them what to do, it's not going to be good for you. They're not going to like you. So lack or limitation, I just created that. Showing frustration shows that you have gave up power and control. So we've talked about this in another law. You don't want to get frustrated. You want to ignore your frustration, ignore your anger, and stay calm, stay objective. So stay clear. You're seeing like this. You're not going... Emotion is energy motion. So energy. Your energy is like this. Calm. Okay? You know. Okay? I feel like I'm saying K a lot because I just want you to know that this is the truth. And K is affirmation. Okay? Affirmation. You like that. Right? Yes. Anger makes people or you seem ridiculous. And some people think that being angry, just like uncontrolled anger that they're not even aware of, they feel like that makes them more powerful. It doesn't. It makes you crazy. It's like if you get pulled over and you start just like, oh, you know what? F you. Like, why'd you give me a ticket? They're most likely going to handcuff you and take you away. But if you're calm, you know, hey, I understand. I feel the same way. Is there any way you can make an exception this time and not give me a ticket? You're clear, you're honest, and you're objective. Your objective is, your goal, your objective is to not get a ticket, okay? And I know I'm kind of like, I just want to make it clear to you, okay? You don't want to see through anger and emotions. You want to use them, know about them, manufacture them, bring them up when you need to, but you don't want to be controlled by them. You basically want them out here as like, oh, anger is a tool that I have. Frustration is a tool that I have. Happiness is a tool that I have. Outbursts do not show power. So like I just said, I just got into it. outbursts of anger, it's not going to gain you power. It's going to make you look like a fool 99% of the time. So don't repress your anger. Like, if you get mad, don't be like, ugh. Don't. You have to ignore it, but you can't hold on to it. So ignoring it is like, it's not valid. If you hold on to it, if you register it as valid, it's going to be in you and it's going to weaken you. It's going to drain your energy because you're feeling anger. You're feeling hatred. You have to see that maybe anger is being projected onto you, but it like goes past you. You move out of the way. It's like if someone's trying to hit you. If they hit you, the energy, the pain, it's going to stay in you. But if you move, it just goes past you. You're like, oh, no, on to the next thing. So don't let it drain you. So don't take things personal. If someone does something, that's just because they do it. They're mad because of something else, and they're trying to project it on you. Like, I had a guy yell at me the other day because he was mad at his girlfriend, and I was like, hey, don't be fighting here. He was yelling at me. It's not that he hates me. It's not that I'm a bad person. It's just that he's mad, and he's directing his anger toward me, okay? In an attempt to control me. So people will try to use anger to control. And you can strategically use manufactured anger, meaning that you know you're acting angry to control. Mentioned this earlier. Anger often stems from childhood, so maybe their parent neglected them, maybe they didn't get what they want. A lot of us, you may be doing it, we hang on to that anger and it seeps out in everyday life. We have to get rid of that anger. You feel it in your body. You might need like a massage to get it out, or you might need to move around to get it out. It's held in your body, which is your subconscious mind, okay? Get it out, okay? You're no longer that. You're no longer what angers you. You're no longer what brings you down. Just get it out. So, emotional outbursts, like I said, they're an attempt to spook you or control you. Someone's going to get mad because they feel like they're going to be like, oh, no, like, I'll listen to what you have to say. It's like when someone robs a bank, they come in with a gun, they're like, hey, get on the ground. That's like an angry thing. Get on the ground. You're like, oh, okay, you're controlled. Okay, I'm going to get on the ground. Okay, they're attempting to control you. So any outburst of anger is an attempt at control, and it could be to get you away from them, Let's say someone feels threatened by you. Well, they're going to get mad, or they're going to start fighting you because they want you to get away. They're attempting to control you. So it's all about control. Power is about control. The mass media controls us. Certain things that we listen to control us. Our thoughts, at the end of the day, are what really control us. Our thoughts. So, touching on the same thing once again, if someone gets angry at you, it's not about you. Don't take it personal. It's just them wanting to express their anger because they're mad at something else, and they see that maybe you're an easy target, that they can put their anger on you. Don't let them. Let it whiz past, okay? It's not personal. So, having that mindset of not personal is going to make playing the game of power and gaining power better for you, more fun. It's going to give you more energy and more clarity once you're able to dodge these emotions, block these emotions, deflect these emotions, and you're able to transfer emotions onto other people. Anger cuts off options. So like if you're getting so mad and you're just focused on one thing because you're so mad, it cuts off all the other options. And think of that, getting someone mad cuts off their options. They're not going to be thinking clearly. It probably has something biologically to do with like less blood flow in your head or something. Cut off those options, cut off those thinking paths, and you can control people, okay? You get them so mad, they don't have any options, you start dealing the options, okay? And then you control the outcome, you control the results, you control them with that, the options you gave them. And that works for anger, and it also works for scaredness, okay? Scared, when people are really scared, they tend to get more angry. Get them scared, and you can control them. Hey, you're all scared, here's your few options. That's all you get. And the options you have are all in my favor, okay, are all in your favor, all in whoever's favor. So reversal, let's see, so certain times, and it's rare that you can use anger to your advantage. Like I said, manufactured anger. Maybe you need to spook someone. Maybe you'd be like, hey, you know what, that's not going to work. But but you know that you're doing that on purpose. You're not just like, oh, that's not going to work because you're just so much, you're like feeling that emotion, which is like very anger, like very intense, very tense, very intense. That can be harnessed and used in the proper way. But you have to know when to use it and how to use it and how much intensity, how much force, how much weight, how much heaviness to use. Maybe you need to back off. Maybe you need to press like the gas in a brake in a car. Okay? So be careful playing with emotions. Study the person before playing. Some people are best left alone. Some people you don't want to mess with. Like, let's say there's a cartel boss and you're like trying to mess with him with his emotions. He's just like, nope, off with your head. Okay? Some people you want to leave alone. Analyze them. See if you can play with the emotions. This emotional game. Push this button. Push this emotion. Push that emotion. Put this emotion on them. See if you can play it. If they're too powerful, if they're too crazy, if they're too, like, they have nothing to lose, don't play it with them. Leave them alone. You gotta know who to play with, who to mess with, who to try to take control of. Some people you're just not going to be able to do it with because their power is too high or their regard for anything is too low. Like, they just don't care. They might take it in a way of, oh, this person's messing with me, let me just take them out. Like, imagine a psychopath, okay? Like, oh, this person's messing with me, like, let me just get rid of them. You don't want to mess with that person, okay? You don't want to mess with the person that has nothing to lose or the person that's in such high power that they can just take you away and or get rid of you, okay? So you gotta know who to play with. You gotta know who to attack if you're looking at it like that. You gotta know who to court, who to seduce if you're looking at it like that. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get notified, message me, do whatever, share this video, and make sure that you follow Law 39, which is stir up the waters to catch fish. Also, another good way to say that is stir up emotions. Use emotions to gain power, get what you want, and gain control.